Hey guys, welcome to Boxing Squared for boxing news and views from around the internet. I couldn't help myself. I just had to do a follow-up video capturing Sir Bob Jones's views on the final days of this Joseph Parker vs Hughie Fury build-up, and to get his view on who will win. So the first go round a month ago, Sir Bob, who's Joseph Parker's former manager, he went in on Parker's career, the build-up, the Furies. Basically, anyone who was involved in the September 23rd fight got a spray. So he raised a number of views that outraged and, with equal measure, entertained. But it also got us thinking. So, I mean, I said at the time that I agreed with some of his views, in part, wholly, or not at all. It really was the entire spectrum. It also saw many of you drop some great comments. So if you haven't seen the video, there's a card on screen, and I'll also make sure that it's previewed at the end of the video. So I've been in touch with Sir Bob, and here's some of his quick fire answers to my questions. So on poor ticket sales, he says, the Brits are obsessed with Joshua, thus Joseph versus their number 5 ranked heavyweight, who hasn't fought in 18 months, is a very hard sell, to say the least. His view on how Hennessy Sports has promoted the event. The fact the promoter seems so relaxed yet is plainly going to lose millions does arouse suspicions. But of what? One can only assume that style-wise, they are confident they have Joseph sussed. On David Higgins' behaviour this week, because obviously he has been in the news for it. David Higgins was correct in some respects. Specifically that his contract provided for geographically neutral officials, so too does the jokester WBO. But in Britain, the British Boxing Board determines such things. They have behaved oddly, which is a puzzle as no knowledgeable person questions their integrity. And let's get into his prediction here and a couple of other thoughts he's tacked on the end. What will happen? God knows. On paper, Joseph wins easily. Style-wise, he could find it awkward chasing down Fury, who grabs and holds when he gets in close. I note Boxing Monthly is picking Fury on points. Given the Mickey Mouseism which has surrounded this promotion from the outset, such as the ratbag WBO, money will have been paid as it was to get Joseph in the ratings 2 years back, nominating Fury as #1 challenger when he wouldn't rate in the top 50. Anything can happen. A disqualification victory to the Brit wouldn't surprise, as accidentally hitting a man that tall is easy. Overall, I have an uneasy feeling about it, namely that shenanigans will occur. Let's hope not. All the best, Bob Jones. There we have it. There we have it. Those comments from Sir Bob Jones, Joseph Parker's former manager, noted boxing enthusiast and property tycoon. He certainly never leaves you wondering about where he stands on things. So it's fair to say that in those statements there from Sir Bob Jones, there's a few things that I'm just going to, instead of putting my thoughts to them, I'm just going to let it wash over you without comment. But on part of that last statement, on paper at least, Joseph Parker should win easily given his record and everything that's happened in his career. There is a view in New Zealand from some uninformed media that Parker is going to take this fight without breaking a sweat. So that's also led to, some casual fans forming that same view based on those stories that have been going out. As we know, boxing is not fought on paper. And the comment about Parker could find it awkward chasing Fury down, well, that's bang on, because that could be a difficult assignment. And the comment about a disqualification victory is also very interesting, so it's worth some food for thought, as are some of those other colourful statements made by Sir Bob Jones. So I thank him for his time and his comments and his view of the upcoming fight. What do you make of them? Drop a comment. Let me know what you think. Hit like, subscribe, follow me on Twitter, boxing_squared. I'm out.